Good morning children, welcome to your English literature class. We are going to do lesson 6, The Little Thief in the Pantry. Now the little thief here is a mouse and pantry is a place where food is stored, where cooked food is kept. Now you will see this picture of a mouse. In this story, there is a mouse and the mother of the mouse. Pantry where food is kept, larder where grain is stored, and Grey Whiskers is name of the mouse. Now children, I am going to read the story and you all will listen to it. Let's read the story of a mouse who learned to be obedient. Means the mouse used to listen to his mother's advice. Mother dear, said a little mouse one day, I think the people in our house must be very kind, don't you? They leave such nice things for us in the larder. You will see here. Means the mouse is saying to his mother that the people here are very kind. They keep such nice things for us to eat in the larder. There was a twinkle in the mother's eye as she replied, Well, my child, no doubt they are very well in their way, but I don't think they are quite as fond of us as you seem to think. Means the mother said that don't, as you think that the people of the house are very good, don't think that. Now remember, Grey Whiskers, I have absolutely forbidden you to put your nose above the ground unless I am with you. For kind as the people are, I shouldn't be at all surprised if they tried to catch you. Now children, you know that rats and mouse, they live in holes. So you must have seen them peeping out of the hole where they live. So the mother is telling the mouse that I have told you that you will not take out your face out of that hole. When I will tell you, then only you will come out. Grey Whiskers twitched his tail with scorn. Means it moved his tail that, oh, let her say. He was quite sure he knew how to take care of himself and he didn't mean to trot meekly after his mother's tail all his life. The mouse said that I am not going to move behind you all my life. I will search for my food myself. So as soon as she had curled herself up for an afternoon nap, he stole away and scampered across the pantry shelves. You children, you must have seen mouse moving in your house. That is called scampering, the way they move slowly. Now the mother, she went to sleep in the afternoon. Nap means a short sleep. At that time the mouse just went away from there and it started moving in the house. Here was something particularly good today. A large iced cake stood far back upon the shelf, and Grey Whiskers licked his lips as he sniffed it. Now the smell of the cake was coming, so he was sniffing. Across the top of the cake there were words written in pink sugar, but as Grey Whiskers could not read, he did not know that he was nibbling at little Miss Ethel's birthday cake. As the mouse was unable to read, so he was not able to see that Ethel's name was written on that and it was a birthday cake, and it started nibbling it. But he did feel a little guilty when he heard his mother calling. So after nibbling, it means after eating it, the mouse, they nibble. The way they eat, that is called nibble. so it felt guilty. Off he ran and back in the hole again by the time his mother had finished rubbing her eyes after her nap. Now when you get up, you rub your eyes like this. The same way the mouse mother was also rubbing her eyes. She took Grey Whiskers up to the pantry then, and when she saw the hole in the cake, she seemed a little annoyed. Now when she got up, so she also felt hungry, and she took Grey Whiskers to the pantry. There she saw that there was a hole in the cake, so she was very angry. Some mouse has evidently been here before us, she said. Means some mouse was there who had eaten it. Now see, children. But of course, she never guessed that it was her own little son. Now see, the mouse had come and eaten it. Mother did not know about it. The next day, the naughty little mouse again popped up to the pantry when his mother was asleep. Now again the mouse went to the pantry to eat the cake. But at first he could find nothing at all to eat, though there was a most delicious smell of toasted cheese. There was a cheese in the kitchen which was smelling. Presently he found a dear little wooden house, and there hung the cheese just inside it. Children, you all have seen the mouse trap. So the mouse trap was kept in the pantry, about which Grey Whiskers did not know, and it saw a piece of cheese hanging inside it. In ran Grey Whiskers. But oh, like suppose if you see anything which you like to eat, you run for it. The same thing here Grey Whiskers also did. It ran inside the wooden door. But oh, click went the little wooden house, and Mousie was caught fast in a trap. Now Grey Whiskers was caught in the trap. When the morning came, the cook who had set the trap lifted it from the shelf and then called a pretty little girl to come and see the thief who had eaten her cake. The cook came in the morning and it saw the mouse inside that, and the cook called the girl to see that who was the thief who had eaten her cake. "What are you going to do with him?" asked Ethel. "Why, drown him, my dear, to be sure." He said that I am going to throw it in the water. The tears came into the little girl's pretty blue eyes. The girl started crying. "You didn't know it was stealing, did you, Mousie dear?" said she. "No," squeaked Grey Whiskers sadly. "Indeed I didn't." Now the little girl asked Mousie that, "Did you know that you were stealing my cake?" Grey Whiskers said, "No, I did not know," and Grey Whiskers was also very sad. The cook's back was turned for a moment, and in that moment, tender-hearted little Ethel lifted the lid of the trap, and out popped Mousie. Now what happened? As the cook turned his back, Ethel opened the door of the trap and it came out, and what happened? It ran to his mother, and now how she comforted and petted him until he began to forget his fright. And then she made him promise never to disobey her again, and you may be sure he never did. Now as the mouse was caught in the trap, so it became very afraid and frightened, so it was shivering. So when the mouse ran to his mother comforted him, means he fondled him and told him that in future you are not going to disobey me, you will always listen to what I tell you. So children, this is the story which gives you a lesson that you should always listen to your elders and don't be disobedient. So I am also going to send you a short animated film of the story. You will, children, see that video and enjoy it. Thank you.